Hello and welcome to Art Tips, the hub where you learn tips about art programming every day. Welcome to this video, welcome to this channel. If it's your first time here, please like, share and subscribe. In this video, we are going to continue the previous video where I introduced visualization in R, and I also showed you some of the functions that are found in the graphics package, such as plot, hist, bar plot, box plot, just giving an example of the functions that you require in creating plots in R. So in this case, we are going to start with actual examples. We are going to start with a very common one called the scatter plot, which gives examples of the relationship between two variables, with either between two numeric variables, that is. So empty cars, we are going to index the WT variable, where we say this is our X, and then we also empty cars, Y. So this is the basic format. So if we run this, we see that it's produced a scatter plot. Looks a bit plain, but we can see how to improve it step by step. So let's say we want to change the labeling on the y-axis. We just write ylab equals to mpg, or miles per gallon. Then when we run this, we see that the y-axis has been changed. We can also change whatever is in the x-axis, xlab, wt, we can just confirm what wt means. Wt is weight, so we can copy this so that we are exact in what we want the x-axis to read. When we plot this, we see that the x-axis and the y-axis have been labeled. We can also add a title using the main, and the title we say relationship between weight and miles per gallon, and then we run this. So you have to be very careful seeing which this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So you have to be sure which is the y-axis, so that when you put the labels, you actually want to show what the variables on the right axis. So you see that now we have a title, we have the labels on the x-axis, we have the weight. We can also add a subtitle and say scatter plot example. When we run this, we see that it has produced a caption at the very below the label of the x-axis. And then, for example, we see that miles per gallon starts from 10. We can introduce y-axis limits and say that we want them to range between 0 and 40. When we run this, we see that the axis has adjusted, and we can now see the values from 0. So that's a basic way of creating a scatter plot, and there's much more that we can do, but this would be a basic scatter plot that you can present or just use to see how the points and the relationship between the two variables is. So here we see that there's probably a linear relationship between these two variables, but it's inverse, meaning as weight increases, miles per gallon goes down. So this is something, just a quick realization from the data, and you can also see how to add more details such as the regression line, just to understand how the relationship works. So thanks a lot for watching this video. In the next video, we are going to look at another kind of plot as we are trying to build the blocks of a plot in R. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.